Hello students, I hope you have gone through the previous part of this video and I hope you don't have any doubt regarding this. So students, previously we have seen there are so many natural resources which have a great influence on human life, isn't it? So we have seen water is a very good resource which plays an important role in the human life. It has a great influence, it has a great impact on the human life. So today we are going to learn few of the things regarding another resource. This resource is nothing but what? Soil. So soil is a natural resource which provides us water and minerals. It provides water and minerals for the land plants, because of which the plants grow in a proper manner and they grow healthy and they give us various nutrients, isn't it? So soil provides water and minerals. The minerals which are present inside the soil from the dead and decaying matter, and the water which it acquires from the rain or through the irrigation, isn't it? It also provides primary nutrient base. It acts as a primary nutrient base to various crop processes, that is agricultural crops, to grow crops. So it also acts as a primary nutrient base for the agricultural crops. Besides, apart from this, it is also useful, or it is a place for the wide variety of organisms such as earthworms, then crabs, insects, microorganisms. So you have already seen in your previous year that earthworms are called as the friends of farmers because they keep on loosening the soil. They help in the preparation of soil for the production of various kinds of crops. So soil acts as a very useful resource for the human beings as well as for various microorganisms. So it is affected by various human activities. This soil, which is very useful, it has been affected by the human interventions. So how human activities have disturbed the soil, how it has polluted the soil. For example, the rainwater is absorbed by the soil, but if the amount of this water is increased, then it leads to the abundance of water which is not useful for the soil. It increases the amount of water in the ground or in the soil which is not necessary for the soil. For example, if you plant a tree or if you sow a seed, you have to give proper amount of water to that particular plant or to that particular seed. If you give or if you provide excess water to this plant, the plant will definitely die. Even if you give small amount of water to the plant, then also the plant will die. So it needs some proper amount of water to be provided for the proper growth of the plant. In a similar manner, soil also does not need excess amount of water. You might have heard the news that there is a water logging because of the more or heavy rainfall. You might have heard this in news, isn't it? Most of the times this news comes from Mumbai, because Mumbai is the very big city and it contains lot of buildings. So these lot of buildings will do the water logging. Means the water is not passed properly. So this water logging will defertile the land. It will defertile the soil because the top soil contains lot of nutrients present in it. So if lot of rainfall is occurring, then it will completely rush with the top layer of the soil. All of the nutrient gets flushed out. So this is happening because of the heavy rainfalls. This has also happened in the Punjab. So this heavy rainfall causes the soil to get excess amount of water, so which is not necessary for the soil. So this process, or this is called as what? Salination of soil.